Hello children, today I am here with another writing skill topic, that is paragraph writing. Now this is a topic which we do from class 2 and then it goes on, right? Sometimes we begin at class 1 also. So here I will be discussing about what is paragraph writing, what do we understand by paragraph writing, and what are the steps or what are the elements that you need to keep in mind when you are writing a paragraph, which is very, very important. Now paragraph, is something very common. You have heard this word whenever you are reading your textbooks, newspapers, your magazines, your storybook. You will see that there are paragraph, means few sentences are written together, then there's a gap, and then again few sentences are written together, so there's a kind of breakup of the whole text. Now why is it so? So paragraph is a series of sentences that are organized and coherent and are all related to a single topic. Now this is very, very important. They are a series of sentences. We don't write 1, 2, 3, 4 in front of those sentences. They are not points. They are a series, means they continue. There is a full stop and then the next sentence starts. So it continues. There is a series of sentences which are coherent, means they are related to each other on the topic that you are writing. It could be any topic. Suppose you are writing your experience about yesterday what you did, right? So everything you write in the paragraph will be about yesterday. Now you can divide it into parts. What you did in the morning as you woke up, then what you did till midday, what you did in the afternoon, what you did in the evening, what you did in the late evening till you went to bed. So this is a series. You cannot jump. You cannot write what you did as you wake up in the morning and then what you did late evening and then what you came and did in the afternoon. So it is an organized form, right? Almost every piece of writing you do that is longer than a few sentences should be organized into paragraphs. So the whole day's sequence I can keep on writing about pages. But when I break it up into paragraphs, it becomes easy for the reader to understand. The reader knows that maybe 2 paragraphs is about one point and then followed by 2 more paragraphs about another point. So it makes the writing more smooth and sensible. Paragraphs can contain many different kinds of information but about the same topic. If I am writing about plants, then I will keep on writing about plants and give you different information. From germination of seeds, parts of plant, plant's habitat, plant's food, usefulness of plant, preservation of plant, deforestation. So you see each paragraph will have the discussion or information on one point but about plant only. I will not bring any other topic in between. Yes, that's clear. So it is a series of sentences which is broken up with prominent information. Now let's see what is second. Steps to process paragraph development. So what is the way we will do this? Decide and create a topic sentence. This is very, very important. I'll explain it. Explain the controlling idea. Give an example or multiple examples. Complete the paragraph's idea or transition into next paragraph. So to make this process more simple, you can look at this side. Now we said here, decide and create a topic sentence. This is very, very important. So your first sentence gives the idea to the people what you are writing about. It could be a narration, it could be an expository writing, it could be descriptive writing, the first sentence should be very, very catchy, it must highlight what you are writing. It must give the central idea of your topic. Then explain the controlling idea. So whatever is your sentence, the ideas must be related to it only, so that the sequence is being followed. Now how you can do this? You can do this by giving examples, putting in information and facts, right? Complete the paragraph's idea or transition into the next paragraph. So you have written 8 sentences about one point. Now you want to write about the next point. As I said, it has to be in a sequence. If you have started what you did in the beginning of the day, it should be followed by what you did before midday. So there has to be a gradual transition. There has to be link between the paragraphs, one going to the other. So usually in introduction, the beginning paragraph, what we write? The first section of a paragraph should include the topic sentence, right? And any other sentence at the beginning of the paragraph that give background information or provide a transition. So as I said, supposing we want to write about plant kingdom. You are asked to write about a plant kingdom. So there could be many catchy sentences. I can begin my paragraph by saying that in this universe there is great diversity in plants, or the plants and the trees around us provide a beautiful environment. Anything, the way you see the plants as, right? And then you can give a reason also why you are saying so. Then second paragraph, body, follows the introduction, discusses the controlling idea using facts, arguments, analysis, examples and other information. So after you have given the introduction about the plant, then you can, second from body you can start how the plant kingdom is divided, the different habitats of the plant, providing them with examples. Okay, then it can be how each habitat helps the animals and the people and the environment. So it can go on depending on how long you want to write the paragraph. Sometimes the word limits are given to you, right? So you can just break up the points and make it elaborate if the word limit is more, or just give the basic content, the central idea of your point, and keep your paragraphs short. Then comes the conclusion, the final section. Summarize the connections between the information discussed in the body of the paragraph and the paragraph's controlling idea. So it is a sum up, ending, conclusion. So here you can give your opinion also, what you felt about the topic, or it can be an open-ended suggestion for the readers to decide. But usually when we are writing a paragraph on a topic, we give our views. That is how we sum up and finish it. Now here this is a very interesting, there is a graphic organizer which is called hamburger paragraph. You know, this is a hamburger, it has got layer. The top is brown, then between you have the white layer, and then the last layer, the base again is light brown. So we divide the hamburger, the bun, into 2 parts, you know, and then we stuff in with our favorite fillings. So the topmost brown layer is actually your topic sentence. You know, if it looks attractive, you understand, okay, so this burger is going to be yummy, very tasty. The filling is very yummy. After that comes all the details. What is the detail? Your introduction, your body, and your other information which you want to include in the body. And the base, the last brown part again, if you turn, is your conclusion. So this is an easy way to understand. You have the introduction with the opening sentence, then the body follows, which you can divide into 3-4 parts, giving the different kinds of detail you want, and the conclusion. Now in the next slide, I will show you how you will do this. Now suppose you have a topic, right? You can always make a graphic organizer, a web like that. In the middle you write the topic, and then what are the things that you are going to include in that. When I used to do paragraph writing, or when I do it in class with children, I just tell them, close your eyes and first write down everything that is coming to your mind about this topic. Suppose it's my classroom, right? So you imagine you are entering the classroom. What do you see? You can well imagine there must be a blackboard or a green board or a white board. Then there must be some windows, and what kind of furniture is there? Where do you place your bag? Where do you place your bottle? What kind of display boards are there on the walls? What is the color of the wall? What is the size of the room? Is it a dark room? Is it an airy room? Then what are the instructions given by your teacher? They are also sometimes displayed on the wall. Then there must be a dustbin. Yes. So if you can imagine the topic, it becomes very easy for you to put it in writing. Only thing that you need to do is every point you write 2 sentences, 3 sentences to describe, and your writing will be enhanced if you can use lot of adjectives describing words, so that the person who is reading feels is sitting in your classroom. So here I have given some points. Now there is a topic. It could be any topic. Questions to be answered. So what are the things? Where, when, who, why, what, how, likes and dislikes, personal opinion. Now these questions may be shuffled up and down depending on what is your topic. Now here I have given an example, visit to a garden. So whenever you are writing any paragraph about a visit, it can be a garden, it could be a zoo, it could be a museum, it could be an amusement park, right? It could be science city, science center, anything, any kind of visit to a park, to a mall, anywhere, to a place, right? Sometimes you visit different places, you see monuments. So what is it? Why are visits important? So the importance of visit, like it gives us information, it enriches our knowledge, it's a kind of relaxation, it's a kind of enjoyment, it's kind of an outing. So you can write 2 sentences about this in your introduction, saying why the visits are important. Then location of the garden. It answers your question, where is this garden, right? Okay. Then time of visit. When did you visit? It could be season, it could be day, it could be month, it could be the specific time in minutes and hours. Then with whom did you visit? You went alone, you went with friends, school excursion, teachers, neighbors. And you can also give a reason why you chose this particular group. How was the place? Now you have to give the full description of the place. So if it's a garden, first of all the size of the garden, what kind of plants you saw there, flowering plants were there or not, there were different division in the garden or not, whether there was a play area, whether there was sometimes gardens have small ponds also, water area. So every bit of that garden needs to be described. What did you do there? Now you have reached the garden. What did you do there? What was your purpose? Why did you go? Was it just a visit? You went for a picnic? You went for some relaxation? You went to enjoy nature? So, did you play there? Did you read a book there? What did you do? What did you like there? So, which area of this place you liked? So, there has to be a reason also why you liked. Same way, what you did not like there. Maybe you thought it could be more clean, then it was better. If there were more security, it would be better. People would not pluck flowers. So there could be something that comes to your mind which you disliked and could be improved. What's your opinion about such kind of visits? So what's your opinion? Should people go out and have such visits, or should they always stay at home? So what is your opinion? And if you have enjoyed the whole day in this visit, then why? So this is an easy way to recall how to write a paragraph. Either you make a web, or you simply do your own brainstorming and keep scribbling the main points and then organize it when you are writing. Now, line spacing while writing a paragraph. This is very, very important. Now, what happens? You see the first blue box, the first line, there is some space left in the beginning, and then the dotted lines have started. So, every time you change a paragraph or you begin a paragraph, this is one way of writing, that you leave some space from the margin and you begin your sentence, right? And the second way of writing is you continue writing 8, 9, 10, whatever sentences you want, and then when you want to change the paragraph, you leave a gap or you leave a line so that the reader knows that now whatever the writer is saying is the next topic or a continuation of that topic. Another interesting way to jot down your ideas when you are doing paragraph writing, especially if you are very much interested in drawing or scribbling or doodling, this is an exercise, especially in the lower classes. This is for class 2. It's just the beginning of paragraph writing. So there's a topic, rainy day. So that introduction is dark clouds cover the sky. That is the basic, rainy day. How do you know it's going to rain? You see the clouds and that's the first impression you get. Then it rains heavily. So from the clouds, what happens? It rains. It's all related. Puddles are formed. So whenever there is a lot of rain, water gets collected. So puddles are formed. Children make paper boats. Usually they make paper boats and put in these puddles. We use umbrella, raincoat and gumboots on a rainy day for our protection. We enjoy eating corn. Now these are just one sentence to begin. Now this same rainy day can be divided into 6 paragraphs giving all details of this, or maybe written 2 full pages, 3 pages, 4 pages elaborating on each of these points. So it totally depends on how much you want to express your ideas. So I hope it's very clear about what we were talking. So thank you. Now the whole thing of paragraph writing, अभी मैं आपको हिंदी में समझाऊंगी. Now paragraph writing क्या होता है? Paragraph writing हिंदी में जिसको हम अनुच्छेद लेखन बोलते हैं. ठीक है? तो इसमें क्या होता है? अनुच्छेद लेखन में जो वाक्य होते हैं वो हम 1, 2, 3, 4 नंबर लिख के नहीं लिखते हैं. हम उसको कंटिन्यूअसली लिखते हैं. एक वाक्य खत्म होता है, उसके साथ ही दूसरा वाक्य शुरू कर देते हैं और एक टॉपिक के बारे में ही एक पैराग्राफ में लिखते हैं. फिर एक दूसरा आइडिया अगर लिखना हो तो हमारा पैराग्राफ चेंज हो जाता है. जैसे अगर मुझे मेरे स्कूल के बारे में लिखना है या पेड़ पौधे के बारे में लिखना है या मम्मी पापा के बारे में कुछ भी लिखना है, तो हम पहले एक ऐसा वाक्य लिखेंगे जिसमें से जो पढ़ रहे हैं उनको पता चले कि किस विषय पे आप लिख रहे हो, और उसके बाद एक एक पॉइंट आपको लेना है और उस पॉइंट को विस्तारित रूप में फिर बताना है जो पढ़ रहे हैं उनको. ठीक है? और हर पैराग्राफ में आप जो इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहे हो वो थोड़ा डिटेल में होना चाहिए. ठीक है? तो जैसे यहाँ मैं आपको दिखा रही हूँ, यहाँ अगर आपके पास एक टॉपिक है और वो टॉपिक कुछ भी हो सकता है, तो पहले आप आंख बंद करके देखो कि उस टॉपिक के बारे में आपको क्या क्या याद आ रहा है. ठीक है। अगर आप स्कूल के बारे में लिखना चाह रहे हो तो आप इमेजिन करो, आप आंख बंद करके देखो क्या क्या चित्र आपके सामने आ रहे हैं। आप देखोगे एक बड़ा सा गेट होगा, आप अंदर जा रहे हो, बिल्डिंग में पहुंच रहे हो, बिल्डिंग बड़ा है छोटा है, अंदर क्लासरूम्स है वो बड़े हैं या छोटे हैं, ठीक है। फिर क्लासरूम्स के अंदर क्या है, कितने टीचर्स है, टीचर्स कहाँ बैठते हैं, और क्लासरूम के अलावा कौन कौन से रूम्स है, वहाँ क्या क्या होता है, क्या स्कूल के बाहर खेलने का जगह है, वहाँ कौन कौन सा खेल आप लोग खेलते हो। तो इतने सारे चीज आप आंख बंद करोगे तो आपके सामने आ जाएगा। उसके साथ आपको स्कूल में सबसे ज्यादा क्या पसंद है, आपको स्कूल में कौन सा चीज ना पसंद है, ठीक है। अगर आपको लगता है कि स्कूल में ऐसा हो, एक आइसक्रीम का दुकान हो तो बहुत अच्छा होता, तो ये आपकी व्यू हो गया, आपका विचार हो गया। एक दूसरा टॉपिक ले लेते हैं। सोचो आपको कहा गया है कि कल आप पूरे दिन क्या किए थे वो लिखिए। तो आपको कहाँ से शुरू करना है, आप सुबह जब नींद से उठे तब से शुरू करना है, उसके बाद क्या किए, फिर दोपहर को क्या किए, फिर शाम को क्या किए, फिर रात को सोने से पहले तक क्या किए, पूरा लिखना है ना, सारे घटना। अभी आप सुबह उठे उसके बाद रात को क्या किए ये हम नहीं लिख सकते हैं, देन इट इज नॉट पैराग्राफ राइटिंग, प्रॉपर वे ऑफ राइटिंग अ पैराग्राफ। तो इसमें एक सीक्वेंस, एक सीरीज होना चाहिए, ठीक है। कोई भी विषय पे आप लिख सकते हो। पैराग्राफ में आप चाय कैसे बनाते हैं ये भी लिख सकते हैं, राइट। तो आप जब कोई चाय बनाना है तो आपको पहले क्या करना पड़ता है, आपके पास दूध होना चाहिए, आपके पास चीनी होना चाहिए, आपके पास चाय पत्ती होना चाहिए, एक बर्तन होना चाहिए, गैस होना चाहिए, छलनी होना चाहिए, कप होना चाहिए, है ना। पहले आप सब कुछ इकट्ठा करते हो, तो सेम वे आप सारे आइडियाज पहले इकट्ठा कर लो। फिर चाय बनाओगे तो आप क्या करोगे, पहले आप गैस ऑन करोगे, ठीक है। तो वो हो गया आपका पहला सेंटेंस। उसके बाद आप बर्तन रखोगे, उसमें पानी रखोगे, उसमें क्या करोगे, उसमें दूध डालोगे, फिर उसको उबालोगे, फिर आप थोड़ा शक्कर डालोगे, फिर आप चाय पत्ती डालोगे, फिर बहुत अच्छी तरह उबालोगे, फिर उसको कप में डालोगे छलनी से, ठीक है। तो इस हिसाब से हम पैराग्राफ लिखते हैं कि हर स्टेप आगे वाले स्टेप से कनेक्टेड है, हर इंफॉर्मेशन आगे वाले इंफॉर्मेशन से कनेक्टेड है। ऐसा नहीं है कि गैस बिठाया, चाय बना दिया और फिर चीनी डाल दिए, फिर चीनी के बाद फिर बर्तन धो लिए, ऐसा नहीं। पूरा प्रोसेस आपका कंप्लीट होना चाहिए। तो इसके लिए पहले अपने को समझ लेना है कि लिखना क्या क्या है, पूछ क्या रहे हैं, इसके बारे में मेरे पास क्या क्या आइडियाज है, क्या क्या इंफॉर्मेशन है। फिर हम उदाहरण भी दे सकते हैं। हायर क्लासेस में क्या है, हम उदाहरण भी दे सकते हैं। दूसरा, आप जब पैराग्राफ लिखते हैं तो उसका एक तकनीक होता है, क्या हम मार्जिन से थोड़ा जगह छोड़ के फिर अपना सेंटेंसेस वाक्य लिखना शुरू करते हैं, ठीक है। 7-8 वाक्य लिख लिए, एक पॉइंट खत्म हो गया, अभी दूसरा पॉइंट लिखना है, वापस मार्जिन से थोड़ा जगह छोड़ेंगे और फिर लिखना शुरू करेंगे, राइट। और ये अगर नहीं हो तो एक दूसरा उपाय है, आप 7-8 सेंटेंस का एक पैराग्राफ लिख लिए, फिर एक लाइन छोड़ दिया, उसके बाद दूसरा पैराग्राफ लिखना शुरू किया। उससे भी जो पढ़ रहा है उसको पता है कि अच्छा ये पहले वाला आइडिया खत्म हो गया, ये सेकंड वाला जो पैराग्राफ है वो उसमें कुछ नया आइडियाज आ रहे हैं। और तीसरा जो मैंने लास्ट स्लाइड आपको दिखाई थी वो क्या है कि अगर आपको पिक्चर बनाना पसंद है, वर्ड्स लिखना अच्छा नहीं लगता है, तो आप रफ में पिक्चर्स भी बना ले सकते हो कि इसके पहले ये लिखेंगे, फिर ये लिखेंगे, फिर ये लिखेंगे, ये लिखेंगे। सो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण पॉइंट ये है कि पहले आपको अपना पॉइंट्स ऑर्गेनाइज कर लेना है। आपको आंख बंद करके सोच लेना है कि इस विषय के बारे में मुझे क्या क्या पता है, ठीक है। जब पता हो गया उसके बाद आप उसको 1 2 3 4 करके अरेंज करो। जैसे आप किसी को मिलते हो, पहले क्या पूछते हो, नाम पूछते हो ना, पहले आप कहाँ से आए हो, कहाँ रहते हो, क्या करते हो, ये तो बाद में पूछते हैं. फर्स्ट थिंग हम नाम पूछते हैं. सो पैराग्राफ भी हम जब लिखते हैं ये छोटी छोटी बातें ध्यान रखना बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट होता है. ठीक है, आप जितना इसमें विशेषण क्रिया यूज करोगे उतना आपका राइटिंग अच्छा होगा. So thank you kids. I hope it was informative, and next time when you write a paragraph you will keep these things in mind and you can just start writing right now on any topic and give a practice to see whether you are able to follow them or not. And anywhere you find there is any problem or anything is not clear, you can put a message in the comment box. Thank you.